Hello fellow coders, welcome back to another exciting coding session. Today we are going to tackle LeetCode problem number 443, string compression. So in this particular problem we have given an array of characters. We have to compress it using the following algorithm. So let's see what is the algorithm is. So if the group length is 1, append the character to the resultant string, or you can say array. So if the length is 1, append the character. Okay, otherwise append the character followed by the group's length. Means we have to append the character has been occurred times. See, let's see the example 1. So A has been occurred 2 times, B has been occurred 2 times, C has been occurred 3 times. So we have to convert this array into like this. First a character itself and the length of its occurrence, means A2 and B has been occurred 2 times, so B2 and C3. And the main thing is that we don't have to return this array, we just have to return the length of this array, which is 6. And another important thing is that if there are only one character, we don't have to add numbers, we just have to return 1, and we just have to append this character as it is in the resultant array and return the length of this array. And let's see the another example. If the length of occurrence is more than 2 numbers, more than 9, so in this case it is 12. So we have to add them into array individually. We cannot add them into a same string, so we have to separate them. So yeah, it's easy, and just return the length of the resultant array, which is 4. So let's dive into the problems to solve this problem, and after we will do the dry run of this code to understand you much better. So in the first place we have to create a index variable which is initiated to 0, and we have to create a variable which iterates through each element. So we are going to use I to initial value to 0, and let's use a while loop to iterate through all over the array. And to find the length we have to check if, let's make another variable as let's suppose I is here, and let's make another variable j is here, I is here. So if j is equal to I, means character at j is equal to I, just increment the j, and yes, I equal to j, again increment the j. So that is how we are going to use another variable j. Initial value will be I because I is 0, and as I will be upgraded, the j will be upgraded too. Tension not, will do the dry run of the code so you will understand it lately. We have to use another while loop to check this kind of stuff. So while j is less than, and our condition chars at j should be equal to chars at I. Correct. If condition is true, increment the value of j. Right. So after that, as we can see, we first have to add this character as it is, and after that we have to add the length. So yeah, in order to just add that we can use this array. We will modify this array and return this the value of this index. See how are we going to do this. Chars at index, put the value of char at I at char at index. Char at I will give you what? I is 0. 0 means at the A. So A will be stored at char at index, means here. Correct. And after that increment the value of index. Right. And we have to add the length, this length. So we can just found it by using j minus I. See, if I is here, and as we can see j will be here because at the start I will be here. Char at I and char at j is equal j plus plus. So char at j will be here. Again I and j are equal. Condition true, j plus plus. So the value of j will be 0, 1, 2 and I will be here. So 0 and 2. So what will be j minus I? J will be 2. 2 minus I would be the length of its occurrence, which is 2. 2 minus 0 is 2. So this will give us the length of the character. So again we have to check a condition that it should be greater than 1. J minus I should be greater than 1, then we have to append it. Otherwise we don't have to append it, right? So check j minus I is greater than 1, then only append. We can create a string count to store that j minus I, and it is a integer. Just add a space. So now it is converted into string. And again we have to make sure that this string should be added individually into the array. So yeah, it is simple. Just we have to use a for each loop and not end. Char C in this our string that we have created. So just convert into a char array to separate those numbers and add them individually at our resultant array. Char at index equal to what? That character itself, and do index plus plus. We can directly do index plus plus here too. I'm just trying to make the code simple that you can understand it better. After that, the main thing is that we have to increment the value of I. So listen carefully, it is important. At first we have declared j equal to I, means I would be 0, that means j would be 0 2, correct? And at the end we have to write I equal to what? This, as in the first example, j was here and I was here, right? So j, we need to go to this index, and who will give us this index? Of course j can easily give us this index. So that was we wanted, right? So just we have to write j, and tension not will do the dry run so you can understand it better, and return what? This index. This index will return the length of the array. So let's see if there is an error. J minus I. Let's try to run the code. Index plus plus o. It's a common mistake. Just run the code. As we can see, we have successfully passed all of the cases. Just try submit the code. Yeah, it is not efficient, but we have solved the problem by using brute force. Right, so let's do the dry run of this code to understand it better.